my friends. It's 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon, the second day of the week. It's good to be together with you today. It's another day in the adventure of living. A little more adventurous than some days, although some days the challenges feel a little more remote, in that the alarms about the virus seem to be a distant sound right now off, I don't know, over the boundaries of other states and over mountains and rivers. But nevertheless, the changes of our lives remain. The living adjusting to the fact that what used to be safe, what used to be free, isn't necessarily safe, and that assumption can't be made. So here we are, 2020. There have been several versions of this, and some have said somebody ought to find the reset button and try to, let's go back and restart this year. See if we can't maybe run it a little differently than it's gone. So I was thinking this morning, as I was watching the sun come up, I was thinking about talking to you today, and I always take a kind of inventory of myself, like I might invite you to take an inventory if you were seated here in this chair. How are you today? What's on your mind? What brought you to this office? Now, in this case, this is more of a regular conversation, so it's not initiated necessarily by a forethought or a working issue that you want to advance a little bit on. So it's not that for me either, but there are these things that come to me. And today, I was thinking about all the times that I have said that in this pause period, in this suspended time, suspended economy and work, and I still know a lot of people who are not back to work yet and don't really know where their money for living is going to come from. I know them, and they're worried, and I understand that. And so I've been saying, jump deep into the present moment. The Buddhists all cheer when I say that, because you ring a bell and let the bell and the sound of the bell lead you into a deeper and greater awareness of this present moment. It's very Christian, I think, to do that. But today I was thinking about another element of my life, and probably of yours too, that I really like to have something to look forward to. So, now here I go. I'm going to dismantle everything I've said about staying in the present and all. I like to have something to look forward to. And I will tell you this, that in my relationships with my kids and my wife, and even, others in my life, I've said that, if you are going to do something with me and you want to, make a plan, like my kids would say, well, they were going to plan a birthday party, and then they think, well, we should surprise them. And I always say, it's okay, I like surprises, but I also like anticipation. I do, I like anticipation. Somebody said the journey is half the fun. It's the anticipation of what you're looking forward to, and entering into the excitement of, it's not really living for tomorrow. That, I don't really think that's helpful. And I don't think it's helpful to worry about tomorrow, drawing on tomorrow that way. But I don't know the words for it, but there's something to the power of anticipation, of waiting for something good, something that good or that you think is coming in your way. So I started to think about things that I'm anticipating. My wife and I are really trying and hoping that we'll have a chance to get away for 2 weeks in September. And it's nothing fancy. We're not like that. We want to go to a lake and to do some time fishing and just relaxing and reading. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that that is going to happen. But I'm also I'm filled with anticipation about it. I like it. I like carrying that around. Now I know it may not happen. And I won't be devastated if it doesn't. I mean, how could I be? I was thinking about the young people who, they're in high school and they've been waiting for high school graduation and they didn't get to have, the pomp and circumstance, big walk and the big crowd and all the fun of rehearsal for graduation. And then college graduates. And even people that have graduated from technical training school and adults that have gone back to school. And all of us need that recognition of accomplishment. And many people, all that has been just gone, vaporized like smoke. Senior proms and junior proms and trips to the beach with your high school friends and college friends. So I get it. I'm not building my life on what I'm waiting for, but I am waiting and excited, and I like it. I like the anticipation. So what is it then? It's not contradicting the idea of living into the moment. In some ways, the anticipation, I feel like, releases me to this moment too. Especially to deal with the things that are hard to deal with in this day, the difficulties of today. The High Mountain Presbyterian Church, of which I'm a pastor, and by the way, I forgot to say hello to those of you that are joining in from outside, visitors who might stumble upon this chat and wonder, what's this dude talking about? But today, June the 6th, the High Mountain Presbyterian Church reopened. We reopened our ministry to families in the Passaic County area of North Halden who are looking for affordable childcare. And affordable is the key. And by affordable, it doesn't mean that we've compromised anything. We have higher ratios of staff. Our staff are better paid, which means we think they'll be better caregivers. And we have a wonderful facility. One half of the facility is brand new, completely furnished brand new, state-of-the-art for care of infants and for toddlers. And so today we reopened under all kinds of limiting guidelines to protect the children from exposure to this virus and to the staff. And it's hard work. It's really hard work. And the state will come and inspect, and there is a big expectation on our part that we want to do well in that inspection. We want to prove our love for children and families and be safe. Hard work. So, and then there's staffing and there's scheduling and there's all this work. It's hard. And I'm living into it. I'm living into the day. I'm not afraid of hard work. But it's really nice to carry along with that an anticipation of something else that's coming. I think now I'm going to jump, right? I'm going to really jump way out into the theology of this and how Christian way of thinking is supposed to inform our daily living, inform it. And so that's why in the scripture there is a lot of talk in the community of the beloved, in the community that meets together on the Sabbath, on Sunday following the Sabbath, and they have a meal together, the agape feast. And the followers of Jesus who are still faithful go to the synagogue, and those that have never gone to the synagogue join then on what our Sunday, and they have a great meal. They have a great meal, and it's a shared meal. Everybody brings something, and they sit and they eat and they drink and they talk to each other and they get to know each other and they encourage love. And they also have their hardships, and they talk about the hardships of their lives. But one of the things that they hold on to, like a safety rope in the middle of living into the life that Jesus has released for them, is the hope that soon and very soon, the hardship, the heartache, the difficulties of life will be gathered up by God. And there's a new world coming. There's a time coming when everything that's difficult and everything that's hard and even worthwhile will be gathered up into a completion by God. It's both and. I've talked about this before. If you've watched other chats, I've talked about the already and the not yet. And there's some power in the not yet. Power for living, power for joy, power for holding on and allowing your imagination to go to those places that say, today is very hard, but tomorrow will be different. And that's a little bit of what's unleashed when we make plans. It can be as simple as inviting someone that you really like to spend time with to come now in the new kind of environment, maybe two people together in your backyard, talking and reconnecting, and planning it for Saturday, and waiting and being so excited about it. Drawing on that joy, drawing on the not yet, but it's coming, it's coming. You know this. You know this from the time you were a child. If you grew up, especially in the Christian tradition or in North America, the anticipation of Christmas. Christmas goes by like that. Christmas morning is like, boom, and it's over. The wrapping paper is all ripped and everything is done, and oh my goodness, but the joy of anticipating, thinking about what might be, thinking about all that there, my friends, is something worth releasing into our lives. I can't wait for the virus to have found its vaccine. I'm praying for those scientists every day. I'll be excited. I'll be excited when everything, I was not even going to say when everything goes back to normal, but when everything can be done in the new normal, but without regard to the fear of this virus. That's worth hoping for. It's worth waiting for. It's worth drawing some joy from knowing this too shall pass. It shall. It will be gone. That which faces us today, intimidates us, that breaks into our happiness. We can release the perfume of joy, of anticipation, and let the aroma fill this moment even as we live into this moment. So there you have it. A pastor's thoughts to you in wherever you are and whatever you're dealing with. I think every week as I come to the end of the conversation here and then often in the worship service, I get to say the words that I love the most. May the Lord bless you. bless you. Bless you with strength for this moment. And bless you with a hope and a joy, either for something that you've planned or something you will plan, to give you confidence to be able to make a plan for a future you don't yet know. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May you see the face of God shining upon you through someone else or through the sky or through, the look of your pet. And may God look upon the world today through you. Thanks for coming and sharing and hanging out for this time, my friends. I'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless you.